Hi, I'm Graham and welcome to the GT Woodshop. If you're about to build a garden shed or a new workshop or simply an extra room in the garden, then this is the video for you. What you're about to see is how I built this 10 metre by 5 metre workshop from the slab up. So let's crack on. The concrete base is clean and dry, so I lay out the 4x2 tannalised at 400mm centres, then nail up with 90mm ring shanks in the nail gun. I'm using 1200 gauge visqueen laid over the 4x2. This will stop damp and drafts creeping up through the floor so my feet don't get cold. I staple the visqueen in place, then nail down the 18mm WBP ply using 50mm ring shanks at 6-inch centres. Base complete, I start framing up the walls. I've split the sides into 2 parts on this build, as a 10 metre length is just too much to cope with on your own. I cut all the timbers to length, lay them out on the floor and nail up with 90mm ring shanks again. So much easier. As I complete each frame, I lift it up, set it to plumb and then lock it in place with a diagonal brace. Then it's just rinse, lather, repeat for a while until all the frames are done. With 3 walls complete and the structure braced, I fit the roof perimeter boards starting at the door end of the workshop. This board also acts as the top rail for the end wall. About time I had some help. 4.8 metre 9x2s weigh a ton. At this point in the build, I needed to stabilise the structure, so I stopped laying up the roof joists and started lining out the inside with 18mm WBP ply again. Using ply as the internal lining will allow me to screw shells and fixtures anywhere I need to without having to worry about finding a stud. With all the joists nailed in place, I start laying yet more WBP ply to deck out the roof. With the roof decked out and the inside lined, a little rest and relaxation is called for, with peanuts and wine. With the wine break over, it's time to fit the windows and the door. Now for a little insulation, 100mm fiberglass, everywhere. Once complete, we wrapped the whole building in a breathable membrane. It was like wrapping the biggest Christmas present in the world. I nail up 2x1 standoffs and fit the cedar fascia boards. I contracted a local company to come along and felt the roof, so we now have a sealed shell. Look, an Oompa Loompa. It must be time for fun with fiberglass. I run in all the cabling for the ceiling lights and then start the joyous job of plasterboarding the ceiling. I get some help from someone I found in the garden, but I also use a dead man to keep the sheets in place while I nail. Tape and fill all the joints in the ceiling boards, while my wife uses my dust extractor as a vacuum. Absurd. Walls and ceilings painted, just skirtings and architraves left, and the internals are complete. Back outside now to frame up the windows with some 2-inch cedar before I start the cladding. In a moment of total madness, I decided to clad the outside of the workshop with cedar shingles. Whilst the end result is nothing short of stunning, nailing up the shingles takes days and days and days. Each shingle must be carefully chosen and meticulously placed, and she wasn't doing anything constructive. And in the blink of an eye, the workshop is complete. I hope you enjoyed watching our workshop build video. If you did, please click on that subscribe button to give me some encouragement. Oh, and thanks for watching.